those of you who were here yesterday, that happens here. So I'm in his half guard. I have the underhook and I'm here, right? I need to get my knee past his hip line, okay? So as I switch here, okay, and I walk my knee through, you can use also your elbow to push right here, okay? Not necessarily your even hand. The hand is just an easier way for you to move it from here to here. So as you go back, so you're here, look, as I'm driving, and also look, I can also do that shoulder under the chin thing that I can pin him with, but I have to remove this hand here because you should not switch your base with this crossface. Crossface, reverse crossface. And when you get that reverse crossface, you push his head down so you can control the head, and as you go here, you push that knee right through here, okay? Sometimes their hand can come here, okay? And it's on the knee. Doesn't mean that you can't begin to threaten a Kimura from here, okay? But what happens here, what's interesting is that if he keeps my leg pinched really tight and fights for this hand here, okay? What I can do is this. And I can go right into that log splitter here, okay? Because now I can move him over into yesterday's pass here. And then pass what we did yesterday. So you notice how they begin to intertwine as you pass. So a couple options off of this is you can use your hand or you can use your elbow, okay? The elbow creates like a wedge. Here, what's good to do is before you do anything, you want to flatten him out and you want to make sure that number one, he can't recover a guard because his right hand is framing my hip too. So if you kind of move your shoulders back or your chest back and you get under his chin with your shoulder, you can create a lot of discomfort here, which should create a sense of him moving something to adjust here. Because I can apply a lot of pressure with my shoulder to his face. John, how does that feel? It's horrible, okay? But fine, so without torturing John too much, so look, you bring this over here, I keep this tight, and because I don't want him to shoot that underhook, and as my hips switch, my elbow comes back, so I prevent him from shooting an underhook, frame right here, and just get it right here. Back the underhook here, okay? Now, from here, maybe I can do that, if he's not holding it, okay? I split it through here. If I get that underhook, I can get this knee to the mat, but I can also just go in a knee cut. I go here, sorry, yeah, that's good. And then right here, and you pass through here. Okay. So you go right into a knee cut because with that circular movement pressure, you get a lot of torque on that knee, and his body's flat, and it's very difficult to keep the knees pinched once they're moving like to 12 o'clock into the other side. Okay. So try this now. You have an underhook. Look, this left hand goes deep. If you're here, he can't turn his head. Then if I get my shoulder under his chin right here, okay, maybe I can even begin to give him a little bit of pressure here. Would you tap him there, John? Yes. Yeah, because it's almost like a choke, crank, something, okay? Doesn't feel good. So as I go here, 1, 2, 3. Get that underhook. Option 1. Here, switch. Here. But what I want to do is I want to, see how he turned over because he didn't feel good. I want to keep my shin by his hip flexor, and I want to keep this flat right here. I want to push this back and out because it's very difficult for him to keep his knees pinned if you push him straighten it out. If you straighten the legs, they don't have a lot of pressure at the knees. And the knee is where you want to remove that foot. Does that make sense, guys? Okay. So now you mean what I do is this. I'm here, 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 here. Walk your feet to the right. Okay. So as I'm here, I'm moving my head this way. I keep him flat, and I want to move this knee and shit right here. And I want to push this down like in his hip flexor to straighten out his leg. Because here, if I pull, he's got a good clamp. Here. It's easier to pull it out when you straighten out his legs. If his knees are bent, you're gonna butt crush, especially if he has some big thighs and strong climb. Ready? 1, 2, 3.